Hello everybody, this is toysareruss, and for this third party figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the Newage number 59. This is Dwalin, but I'm sure you guys can gather already this is a third party legend scale version of Pipes. So we're going to have a quick look at him compared to the original one. We're going to have a look at him with his indeed box mate and indeed a few other figures, third party and mainline as well. So to just move these out the way, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, and also to thank Shozy, because that's how I got this figure and they got it to me nice, quickly and safely. So he comes packaged, funnily enough, in his robot mode in this box with a Huffer. Well, you probably noticed that I've done a review on Huffer, so if you want to see that, that is separate. Let's have a quick look at the figure. And he also comes packaged, I suppose, in what's known as the bonus mode. This is mainly for Huffer, but of course, because they're pretty much the same molds, same as all other companies do, we've got this bonus mode, which means that if you've got David, which is this particular figure here, Newage is David, with a trailer, you can hitch him up to it, and indeed, he will be able to pull it along. Right, I'm going to, though, transform it back to, I suppose, how he should be, because I don't remember him ever hitching a trailer, and I'm sure, as I say, most people don't actually want to see that. Anyway, right, these are so stiff, as I say, brand new, and always quite tricky anyway, let's be honest. The transformation process is pretty much this, well, it is the same, just the fact that these are slightly different to the smokestacks, but that's separately loaded as well. Right, there is his alternate mode. This is tiny, by the way, guys. There is bits of die cast in here, and that is indeed why you pay a bit more, well, not a bit more, you pay a premium price for these compared to what, of course, Hasbro and Takara had as their core class figures. There's some lovely translucent blue plastic for the windows. There's even the brilliant M on the side, which is, of course, a homage to the other toy line, I think, that never made, I think it was called the Mysterians or something like that. It was a toy line that never made it, basically. We've got lovely different colours and shades of silver and reflectiveness at the front, and indeed they are smokestacks, or the pipe stacks on the side, and of course each window, each wheel rather, is on its individual pin. So compared to the original, you can say, look, it's quite a bit smaller. It really is a very small figure. That is your core class Optimus Prime figure. This is your deluxe drag strips. You can see just how small he is. And then I suppose for the industry standard height and comparison figure, that is your Earthrise Optimus Prime. So yeah, there you go, nice and small. Compared to some of the, well, compared to his mold mate, there indeed is Huffer. And indeed we've got Puffer, which I'm going to be doing later on. And I've done Road Ranger already. So they all pretty much share the same mold. And as I say, Newage do exactly the same as what Hasbro, Takara, Magic Square and every other company do. They just use the mold over and over. There's not much more to say about him in this particular mode. Let's come back and have a look at him in his robot then. Okay then, so here he is in his alternate mode, and again, the good thing about doing these videos is I've got the opportunity to correct myself as well. Yes, it is pretty much the same usage of the mold, however, there's quite a few nice subtle differences in this, and you will notice that in the separately uploaded transformation process. The reason it's separately uploaded is not to spoil it for anybody who doesn't want to see it, and also because it's a tutorial, so I hope it helps you out. So yeah, there's quite a few nice subtle little differences, to be honest. They do come with the instructions, and this is pretty much exactly the same as what they use for Puffer as well, and they are quite intricate, to be honest, for their size. And this is where I suppose they dub or get their name, which they're dubbed as mini masterpieces. And although this is absolutely tiny, you can see he's just a fraction bigger than the Generation 1 figure. The articulation on these guys is sensational. Now, you can move the head, it's on a ball and socket, but it is pretty much obviously hindered a lot by this back panel here. Now, you can turn it around if you want, and I'd advise just to sort of pose it however you want to as you're doing the transformation. I'll bring the box in a second. The shoulders are slightly hindered, but they still will turn around to go all the way up. And again, if you just maneuver them on their own axis, you can spin them all the way around unrestricted. You've got a swivel at the bicep, a bicep flexion, and the fists. Can we take these off or move these? No, they are actually part of that there. I wasn't 100% sure, so no, they're actually part of the figure, and it doesn't look like, no, you haven't got the wrist swivel and you can't change the fists like you could with the other mold. There is a genuine, oh, I've just knocked that out of the way, small ab crunch as well, which you can see. Let me just reposition this over the back and clip it down. There's also a waist swivel, as you can see, all the way around. The hips will give you splits either way. They'll go all the way out to the side, and then with this clever little skirt there underneath it, and you see how it's all part of the same mechanism. It'll spin all the way back up. I'm being a little bit too heavy-handed with this at the moment. It will give you splits, as I say, either way. Let me just click that back into position. There we go. And there's a swivel at the hip, there's a knee bend, there's an ankle tilt and rock. There is everything going on with this figure. It is very, very clever, as I'm sure you can see. Right, his weapon then is this particular little one here. The fists, the spare ones are, if you wanted, are from indeed the Huffer mold. There's his little blaster, which of course I suppose is something completely original, because in G1 he never had one. So it's nice to give the minibot his own blaster, to be honest. Here he is compared to, this is a Japanese Generation 1 Dino King member, so a small Micromaster, same size as the Monstructor molds. Here is a world's smallest Takara Starscream. This is an Earthrise Micromaster. Oh, I'm putting the right way around. I'm just going to bring in a few of the smaller figures, to be honest, just to give you, as I say, an idea of how big he is. There we've got Core Class Soundwave. And I think that's probably going to be it for mainline, just to give people ideas of size. That's a Doctor Wu Ultra Magnus, which again is another third-party company, but these make Micromaster scale figures. This is a Newage, not a Newage, a Magic Square Sludge figure. We've already seen Newage David, or Optimus Prime as we obviously know him, so that gives you an idea of his size and scale as well. But as I said, guys, not much more to show you apart from the packaging very, very quickly. Again, if you're wondering why they can't use the proper names, it's because they transform. Newage make figures that transform, and because they transform, for that simple reason, they're not licensed by Hasbro or Takara. Only Hasbro and Takara can make the transforming figures. Even the official ones like YOLO Park, etc. YOLO Park and 3-0, the model kits, etc. They obviously don't transform. Anyway, there you go, guys. This is your Newage 59 Dwalin figure. Very good. I like the fact that it's different, to be honest. It was a nice surprise when I was transforming him. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Take care.